My name is Rachel Maldonado. My website is rhmaldonado.com. Believe in the human spirit and desire to connect is the reason why I want to tell your story and mine. And I am with Darrow. How are you?
Hi, Rachel. I'm great. It's great to see you. How are you doing?
Good. Well, I know that you are incredibly talented, and I want you to tell me about one of your talents.
Of course. So something that's come up, we've talked about a little bit before, is my dancing. It's a hobby that I really enjoy. I've been doing it for a long time, almost my whole life. And it's just a fun activity, a great way to relieve stress and feel alive.
So, when did you start dancing?
I started my first ballet class when I was 3 years old. My parents signed me up for some classes and I just loved it. I loved being on stage. I loved learning the choreography. I had this little white tutu. I was in Swan Lake and it was so much fun and so exciting to be up there performing. That tutu, I just wanted to bring it with me everywhere I went. I wish I could wear it every day at that time. I just wanted to carry it with me and never leave it. It had sequins and sparkles and lace, and it was just this big, ridiculous outfit. And I still, to this day, love getting dressed up in costumes. I think that was instilled in me from an early age, but it was a lot of fun, and it's a passion that was instilled in me at that young age and continues to this day.
Well, a giant tutu and being a swan, I can't imagine any bigger dream for a 3-year-old. That's amazing.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
So, then you are doing ballet at 3, and do you continue dancing when you get older?
I did. So I ventured into some other types of dance classes, tap, jazz, modern, lyrical, all different kinds of dances. And in elementary school, I started going to a sleepaway dance camp over the summer, which was just amazing. We danced all day, every day, from sunup to sundown. And at the end of the week, we had a big showcase performance with all of the choreography that we had learned that week. And made a lot of friends there and just built some really great memories. And then through high school, I continued dancing as well, kind of upped the number of classes I was taking. So I was in the dance studio 5 days a week for 3 hours a day. So I spent a lot of time in there dancing and bonding with friends, performing, and we traveled all over the state performing and competing. I really enjoyed that.
So, because you're on stage and you compete, did you feel this helped your confidence? Did it affect your personality at all?
Oh, definitely. I think it definitely gave me a lot of self-confidence. I felt comfortable in careers, jobs I've had speaking in public, hosting conferences and events, and in medicine now as a doctor, working with other doctors, patients, all sorts of people. I'm very comfortable talking with people. That is a level of confidence I might not have had without the background in dance. Another opportunity I had actually with dancing was in high school. My junior year of high school, I was in a competition called Junior Miss Napa Valley. It's a one part of the Junior Miss America series, and I was able to perform for that. My best friend put together my choreography, and we worked together tirelessly to get it just perfect for the performance. And my other best friend, her mom, was a very talented seamstress and crafty person, and so I asked if she would help me with the costume. I had designed it, and I had this vision in mind of what I wanted it to look like, kind of a grown-up version, I guess, of my Swan Lake costume. It was white, but instead of this big flowy tutu, instead of a tutu, I had a flowy skirt with it, and still lots of glitter all over. And she sewed that for me, and it was just absolutely perfect, exactly what I had wanted. And so I was up there on stage performing by myself, but I really felt like I had the support of my community and loved ones behind me that helped me get to that point. And I was awarded the title Junior Miss Napa Valley 1999, which is my hometown. And I went on to the state level of the competition. And it was a really incredible experience, again, involving a lot of public speaking, being up on stage, interacting with people.
So that sounds incredible. You have family, friends, this homemade costume, and they all just rally around you, as you compete.
Yeah. I
Wow.
really liked that. And I'm the type of person, I'm very giving. I put others first a lot. So dance is kind of one part of my life where I get to be the center of attention and do something just for me. So it's nice to have that little outlet once in a while.
That is so important. I really like it.
Yeah.
And then, in college, do you keep it up? What happens?
I did, yeah. So I started going out Latin dancing in college. I had some friends that introduced me to that, and I just fell in love with it immediately. I loved everything about the Latin dance scene. I was going out all the time during college and just, having a great time. I met some people who were in a band and they had seen me dancing and they said, "Hey, we really like the way you move. You should get up on stage with us, be one of our dancers." And so I was a background dancer for a band for a little while. I got to travel around with them and it was amazing. I joined a dance team as well and was able to perform and continue doing something that I really loved and enjoyed throughout college as well.
So dance is your passion, it's your life. And then when you do your career, do you keep it up even then?
Not as much, no. So after college, I did take a big break from dancing for about a decade. I focused more on my family and work and all these other things. I got married in that time. I had children, and it kind of just fell off my priority list. When I moved from California to Chicago for medical school, at first I was very busy. I had newborn twins and they didn't let me sleep at night. So I barely had time for much besides studying. But once they were sleeping a little better and I was more used to the course load, I felt like I had a little bit of time. I could do something for myself again. And my phone kept giving me these targeted ads about a dance studio that was just around the corner from me and saying, "Hey, check this out. Hey, you should go here." And I don't know how my phone knew that I loved dancing. They listen to you, I guess. But I went out one night and I loved it, kind of reignited the passion that I had for dancing. And I hadn't been out for so long. So I signed up for some classes and I ended up auditioning for a team there. And I've been dancing, that was about a few years ago. I've been dancing with the local studio here in Chicago since then.
Tell me about the audition. That sounds
Oh,
interesting.
yeah, of course. So it had been a while since I had been on the stage, so I was really nervous going out to audition. And I just told myself, okay, it's just like a dance workshop, no pressure. I'm not trying to make the team. I just, want to check it out and see what this is all about. But I was up there, there's 3 of us at a time auditioning to the choreography they taught us real quick. And the judges are there, they're sitting at a table, taking notes, scrutinizing everything you do. They have a camera set up and they're recording you and reviewing it later. So the pressure was on, And at first for the audition, I was on the left side doing the choreography. And then they stopped us and they said, "Okay, you go in the front in the middle." And so from then I was like, okay, yes. I was really excited about that. I was happy to be in the front, and I remembered how much I loved performing and being on stage, and just how connected I felt to the music and how it was such a great outlet for all sorts of emotions, to be able to express those through an artistic medium. And I was selected to be on the dance team, and I've been dancing with them since then.
Wow. So, I can't dance at all, and I would be hiding behind the curtains. I mean, I wouldn't even make it that far. And here's you, like, great. I get to be in the middle. That is
Yes,
so
I'm so
fun.
excited. Don't worry, Rachel, I can teach you some moves.
Oh, well, that would be quite the challenge of your life, but okay. So then you're dancing, and now with a global pandemic, how has that affected being able to dance, your outlet?
Yeah. Well, a lot of places have shut down. Of course, it wasn't safe to be around other people. And I was one of the doctors that was working with primarily COVID patients when the outbreak first started. That was really challenging times for me and for my family. We decided the best thing for me to do was to move out of my home. I quarantined from my family in a hotel for 10 weeks. And during that time, I was able to continue dance classes online. On Zoom, and that was just a lifeline for me to have something constant, some physical outlet for me to keep doing, and to have something besides work um, that gave me something to look forward to every week. So it really was just helped me get through this time so tremendously. And um, luckily, I'm back home with my family now, which is great. The dance classes are still online, and who knows how much longer that will last, but I'm glad that they're continuing in some form, and I'm continuing to stay active and participate with my teams.
Yeah, for sure. And it's not just work. You're in the COVID units. The work is intense, it is sad, and you have this lifeline. You're not even with your family, you don't see your kids, and you have dance.
Yeah.
So that's great.
Thank you.
And I have one last question for you.
Mhm.
What makes you feel alive?
Oh, well, being with my kids, my family is just such a blessing. And that's what I look forward to every day when I come home and I get hugs and just get trampled by my kids with all their affection. That is what I live for. Another creative outlet I have as well, though, is photography. I love seeing new places, seeing new things. And I feel like there's just so much beauty in the world. I feel like I'm surrounded by so many beautiful things. Everywhere I look, and I love to be able to capture those images and share them with people, share a little bit of my perspective and something nice that I've seen, and just spread that.
Wow. Well, you are just incredibly talented. You're a radiologist, a dancer. You take amazing photographs. And it was just really a pleasure to be able to talk to you. I'm so grateful. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for your time.
Thank you to Kate Wolfer for technical advice and Linroy Palmer Coleman for music.